This is Spoken by Elswyth, a Femdom Hypnosis podcast, Season 4. Today's episode is a brazen foray into mind control. No holds barred, today's free session is for the man that craves the discipline that comes with strong Femdom hypnosis. Ask yourself, do you want me to steal your mind? If so, make sure you like and subscribe to the podcast or the YouTube channel. Your interaction this way increases my numbers and my ability to keep bringing you good free stuff. Let's take a quick trip to the inbox just to say hello to the newest patrons. If you haven't introduced yourself to me already, feel free to do so through the patron messenger. Also, the strip club visualization from last week, it has inspired some decadent storytelling. In a future podcast episode, I plan to share those with you. So if you have a story that you want to share, be sure to get it in to me. Now, I did say today's is all about this strong mind control. Only those Femdom hypnosis sessions considered sexually tame enough for YouTube and the podcast make it on here. The other stuff, it's on spokenbyelswyth.com. Now, if you have some ideas on how we can expand today's free session and make it not suitable for here, let me know. If I end up choosing your idea, you will get a personalized version of the session for free. The inspiration behind today's session is a bit of counterplay to last week's talk about chasing your happiness and so on. Today's session dives into the deep, dark world of Femdom hypnosis, where the mistress unapologetically wants your thoughts, feelings, and your body for herself. This session, it contains trickery, mind control, and the expectation of deep obedience. You are advised to do a safe word setting session prior to this one. And in this session, the trigger set is one that stays with you internally in the form of a green sphere. You bring the green sphere near you with your obedience and repeated mantras. The fans of the deep repetition sessions, you will love the way your practice rewards you again and again. This is the perfect session to pair with those, and probably find yourself getting an unexpected release. It's time now to get ready. Find yourself a comfortable, private spot where you're unlikely to be interrupted. This is the perfect place to press pause if you need to do so, and then you can return and jump into today's free session. This is Do You Want Me to Steal Your Mind? Spoken by Elswyth. I want you. I want you to make yourself as comfortable as possible and just listen to the sound of my voice. And as you do, you may be aware of other sounds going on around you. But know that they're not important. They do not matter at all. So you can dismiss them out of your awareness and focus your mind entirely on what I'm saying. And I will be talking to you about numbers And each and every time I mention the word number or numbers, I want you to relax your entire body just a little more than it already is. Just relax your body a little deeper. And when I say a number after the word number, for example, number 5 or number 6, I want you to go that times more deeply relaxed and comfortable. And most of us know all our numbers, from 1 to as far as we can count. Or imagine that we can count those numbers as far as they will go. And how those numbers can stretch into infinity. And many even know the numbers in another language and can count fluently in that language. And sometimes even more than 1, perhaps 4 or 5 different languages. So, I want you to start with the number 1 and just think about the number 1 and what it can mean and what you associate with the number 1. Perhaps you consider your mistress to be your number 1, if you have one, or maybe you think of yourself being number 1. After all, oneself is often referred to as 1. And we possess only one of so many things. One nose, for example, one head and one neck. And as you think of your one nose, perhaps you could take a deep breath in through those 2 nostrils and breathe out. And it would be nice if your head and your neck were as comfortable as they could possibly be. So if you need to move, to go deeper into relaxation, then please do so. Relax that head and your neck. And breathe in one more time through those 2 nostrils, relaxing that nose, and breathe out. And of course, there are many things that you have 2 of. 2 hands, for example. How do those hands feel now? Are they relaxed? Are they open or closed? If there is any tension at all in one of those 2 hands, then please let it go. Imagine it flowing out of those fingers. The 4 fingers and 1 thumb on your right hand, and the 4 fingers and 1 thumb on your left hand. Let them relax. Let go. Notice any sensations in those 2 hands. Perhaps warmth and comfort. Maybe tingling. And be aware of the temperature of the air on those hands. Notice where the air touches the skin and where those hands are resting as you relax them completely one by one, easily, effortlessly. Then be aware of those 2 feet resting there, side by side, and notice how those 2 feet feel. Are they heavy yet? If not, let them become heavy. What is the position of those feet? Notice it now. Where do they rest? Is anything touching those feet? Perhaps already those 2 feet feel as though they no longer belong to you. And yet they do. For they are your 2 feet. And you have 5 toes on the end of each one. 5 toes on your right and 5 on your left. And go 5 times more deeply relaxed. Going back to the number 2, notice the relaxation in those 2 arms, the left and the right, and where they are joined by the wrists to the hands. And feel that relaxation spreading all the way up and down those 2 arms and wrists and your 2 hands. Your 2 legs can relax too, and even as you become aware of the position of those 2 legs, you already realize that they are becoming heavy too. In fact, your whole obedient body is relaxing and becoming heavy and comfortable. Relaxing easily, effortless, going deeper still. And even before you think of the number 3, you might find yourself wondering what you have 3 of. For you know that you have 3 fingers, but there are more as well. In fact, including your thumbs, you probably have more than 3 sets of these 3 digits. And the same goes for your toes. But what else can you equate to the number 3? Perhaps for you, it is a lucky number. After all, don't people say that the 3rd time will be lucky? Or perhaps you know people who are one of 3 children, or are born in the 3rd month of March, or even on the 3rd day. Number 3 may mean something completely different to you, and if so, that's fine. Just let yourself focus on the number 3, the 3 sides of a triangle, and how they join up to make just one shape. Number 4 can be easier to associate things with. After all, there are 4 elements: fire and water, earth and air. For you are breathing in that air now as you drift 4 times deeper into comfort, into relaxation, feeling 4 times more comfortably relaxed and at ease. And we haven't even reached the number 5 yet, although you are already aware of certain parts of your body of which there are 5. And these are already relaxed. Your 5 fingers on the right hand and the 5 on your left, and your 5 toes on the right foot and 5 on the left. In fact, your whole body is relaxing very nicely, and it would be nice to allow your mind to relax too. Perhaps you can discover the pleasure of letting your mind wander. Sometimes it drifts back to when we were a certain age, and 5 seems to be a nice, easy age for people to remember. An age when children often become aware of their surroundings and their place in the world. For you can be aware of your surroundings as you rest here, nice and comfortable. And even with your eyes closed, can you remember the details of the room in which you are resting? And can you recall where you were 5 hours ago or 5 days? And be aware of your body resting here, aware of the time of day and the time of year, noticing how comfortable and rested you are as you enjoy these sensations of peace and tranquility. Be aware that there is nothing to do but relax and let go. You can allow your mind to wander wherever it will, backwards or forwards in time, even sideways to events that are happening in your present day, knowing that none of this matters very much right now. There is a time to attend to what needs to be attended and a time to relax. And this is your time to relax and feel comfortable. Now, think of the word number and how it is spelled, with the same letters as the word number, number, number. And in a moment, I'm going to count the numbers from 5 down to 1. And with each and every descending number, I want you to imagine your body from your shoulders all the way down to your toes, becoming number and number. 5. Going 5 times more deeply relaxed as your body becomes number. 4. 4 times more deeply relaxed than it previously was, and your body from your shoulders down feel heavy and numb. 3. 3 times more deeply relaxed and comfortable, heavy and numb, numb and heavy. 2. I want you to double that relaxation. You are feeling so comfortable and so safe, so open and obedient. And 1. Your whole body is heavy and relaxed, numb and heavy and so relaxed. I will be quiet for a few moments as you take yourself even deeper down. And when you next hear my voice, you will be in the perfect state of mind in which you are ready and happy to accept the suggestions that I offer. Imagine a wide circle drawn with chalk. It's white, dusty. You can see places where the ground peeks through, where the chalk hasn't quite covered it. This circle is how many thoughts you're allowed to have right now. Isn't that a relief? You delight in knowing that I have this control. We are in your mind, your headspace. Yet I'm holding this little piece of chalk and you're eager for me to define you, to redefine you, remake you. It's always my pleasure to remake you. This circle allows a lot of thoughts, doesn't it? Even deep in trance, other thoughts are mingling in, and some of them I will allow. I'm generous. You can be mindless, but nobody wants a boring man. I deserve someone interesting, don't I? You should know the words that please me and the thoughts that don't, and it means you'll always be perfect for me, perfectly programmed to please me. Focus again on the circle, but this circle is allowing thoughts that mean you're not giving me all of the attention that I deserve. We can't have that. You don't want it. Not focusing on me entirely. Those thoughts need to go because you need direction, pet. Training allows for more pleasure and service, and training means you get more and more good things from Mistress. You need me to take away those thoughts and parts of your mind that come between us. So we are making the chalk circle a little smaller, or maybe a lot smaller. You're eager. You trust me. You know I have our best interests in mind. You know I have your best self in mind, the one that I keep on a short leash by my side. Focus again on the circle. The mundane world is outside of it. Work and stress and anything that doesn't bring joy is nudged outside of our circle. This white, chalky circle, drawn with care by your mistress, who never fails to care for you. And again, we are here together. You don't mind a smaller circle. You can't resist, can you? Finding out what will happen as the circle is smaller and your thoughts are pushed out. We are here in this circle. Oh, but even some thoughts that bring joy are not going to work for this session. Focus on the circle again and go deeper and closer to me, drifting more into a mindless self, a sexual toy, a pleasurable companion, a mindless man. So away go the hobbies, friends, and memories, redrawing our circle, making it smaller. Those things are good, but I'm feeling greedy, and that pleases you, doesn't it? Mistress wants you and you crave being wanted and desired. I want to make your world smaller, so small. And because of this smallness, it means you can focus easier on my voice. You can focus on your desire to serve me. You don't resist making the circle smaller because you don't resist me, do you, my good boy? Who do you obey? How much do you obey me? Good boy. Again, who do you obey? And how much do you obey me? That's right. It's so easy now to know the answers to those questions. Put out your hand and feel mine underneath. I'm holding it steady. Are you trembling, love? Or is there another reason for your shivers? Watch closely. Focus on me as I draw this circle on your palm. First, in white chalk. Does it tickle? Can you smell the distinct scent of the chalk dust? Do you smell my perfume? Or do you smell arousal? I can make you smell any scent that I desire, simply using my words and my control of your mind. It allows for this, and you're grateful. You're grateful that this shared headspace is my playground, and you can witness my power. The circle is complete on your palm. Do you see how powdery the chalk looks on your skin? The warmth of my hand as I steady you. The smell now is definitely perfume. Heady, heavenly, celestial. Faint yet familiar, and almost like a cool breeze on your skin. My hand is warm. The scented air is cool. And your thoughts swirl. But focus again on this circle on your palm. For 1 minute, dearest. For one brief or maybe one long minute, I'm giving you the option to erase this circle. But if you do, oh my dear man, if you do erase it, you will never find out what Mistress had planned for this spot. This very special circle that I am about to trace over with a green marker. Not just any marker. It's magic. See how the green glows as I trace over the chalk. A permanent line traces over the temporary one. And just like that, the minute is over. That horrible minute when Mistress allowed you freedom that you don't want, my love. My dear, don't worry. That won't happen again. You didn't stop me from making this circle, did you? You would never want to stop me from anything I wish to do to you or for you. Because your curiosity and obedience is too great. This circle is now a deep green, and it rises from your palm, changing to a sphere. Now, it's a pulsing sphere. Imagine it. See it hanging there. And watch carefully as it changes. This green pulsing that I can make larger or smaller. Larger to crowd out the other areas of your consciousness. Smaller if I wish to torment you by taking it away. Or perhaps to make it easier to hide. Do you want to know what's inside of this green sphere that you've allowed me to place in your mind? I know you so well. I know part of you doesn't want to know. You hope that I'll surprise you with it at a later time, when you least expect it. Perhaps that is another sphere. Do you think this green one we created in your hand is the only one? It's the only one that you can see. What about another sphere created just out of your view as you fixated so carefully on this one? What about that other sphere? This one is green, but the other one may be a red one or orange. What color sphere do you think that I've hidden from you? Part of you knows. Part of you also knows what is in it. Is it pain or pleasure when you least expect it? Perhaps a phrase that pops into your head daily at noon. I guess we'll find out. You want me. You want me to have these magic spheres in your brain, your mind, all to myself. For you see, anyone can erase a line of chalk, but who can remove a magic sphere? Surely only the one that created it. And you don't want me to erase it, because it means you don't want what I have to give to you. It's also a very clever sphere and can change size and location as necessary. You'll never find it unless I want you to find it. But you love that, and it means you're even more mine. Contained, trapped, the willing victim, the devoted subject. But this green sphere, the green one, it isn't hidden from you. This one you can clearly see and have some control over. You see, this is your reward for training. Like a Pavlov puppy, conditioned to seek training for the reward it will bring. Inside this deep, pulsing green trigger are little touches, tastes, sounds and scents of pleasure. It freely travels around your unconscious mind, and it can and will influence any part of your day. Right now, it's making you aware of my fingers. Because you are seeking training, this green sphere is alive with activity. Even as we're standing in this chalk circle, the sphere no longer between us but deep inside you. Even now, you can feel my fingers caressing the nape of your neck. I'm standing still, yet I'm touching you. I'm thousands of miles away, yet my hand is on your throat. I'm here, but I'm not. Isn't this exactly what you want? This circle can be brought to life to reward you anytime during your day by reciting any of your mantras. I want to be submissive. I want to obey Elswyth. I need to be submissive. I need to obey Elswyth. I am submissive. I obey Elswyth. Oh, feel that, lovely one. Feel my lips pressed against your cheek as my hand slides down the front of your body, over this chest that belongs to me. over your waist that belongs to me, and only if you choose to have it, maybe even lower, cupping, holding, squeezing, feeling different twitches as parts of your body come to life. Coming to life when you listen to the sound of my voice. Where will you choose to feel my hand when you bring this green sphere closer to you? It easily travels throughout your mind and in your thoughts. You only need to whisper any words of adoration, words of service, words of love, words of affirmation. My body belongs to Mistress, anything for Mistress. My mind belongs to Mistress, everything for Mistress. So many things you can say, whispering softly, or maybe they're moans. If you repeat them enough, long enough, who knows how good you can feel. Whenever you choose to train, to listen, to be close, you have this green sphere. This green sphere that you've allowed me to place in your unconscious mind, it will touch your conscious as well. You'll find yourself aroused and fixated, addicted, obsessed with bringing it closer to you. You'll constantly find different reasons and scenarios and times when you bring it to you for the pleasure that it will always bring to you. Making it larger, letting it crowd out all of those other things that make up you. So it's only the scent of me, the touch of me, the sound of me that fills you. And you are grateful. You are grateful that I can easily erase the mundane. I can save you from the boring. I can love you in a unique way that you've never felt love touch you. And I can own you, mold you, build you, break you, and I can enjoy every moment and want to do it again and again and again because you want it again and again. You bring this green sphere near with your obedience and mantras. Mistress adores me. Mistress controls me. My thoughts belong to Mistress. My mind belongs to Mistress. I belong to Mistress Elswyth. This green sphere will stay. It will not be removed by me or by you or by anyone else. After all, they wouldn't know what to look for, would they? And you, my lover, my toy, my pet on a mental leash, you can't get close to it without falling so deep under my spell and under its pleasures that you completely then forget what you wanted to do with it. It's perfect. It's the perfect gift for you, and it's our secret. Nobody else knows about the pleasurable trinket in your brain that you can turn on with your words of affirmation, or that I can nudge into your conscious thoughts. Repeat after me. I obey. I obey. I obey. I obey. completely. I obey 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 completely. Obedience brings pleasure. Oh, well done. I'm proud of you. You can use these words of devotion to make yourself feel good over and over again without touching. You can simply use words to bring that green sphere closer to you. Each time you do, it solidifies the training. It shows your devotion. It proves your worth to me. You're so deep and so perfect, willing. You will remember your mantras. You will say them often. Yet, you may choose to forget about the green sphere, and that's okay. You don't have to remember it's there. Or perhaps you will choose to know it's there because knowing that I have implanted this in your mind, it's exhilarating. It is a triumph to be compliant and docile, deferential, so open and obedient that Mistress is able to alter your mind for your unresisting pleasure. You have made wonderful progress, my pet, and now it's time for you to choose to rest or to wake up completely. You can choose which feels right to you now. You can trust yourself to know what you need. If you wish to rest, to fall into a natural sleep, simply stay in this hazy feeling, safe and protected, deeply relaxed yet moving up out of trance. I will count from 1 to 5, and you will have a natural sleep. If you wish to wake up, go ahead and use that counting to find yourself moving up and out of trance, finding energy flowing through your body, and a confidence that you have made the right choice. Feel happy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ready to fall into a natural sleep. We're using the rest of this time with the music to claim all of the energy flowing into your body. I know that you will get lots of pleasure from this new trigger. Be sure to repeat the session at least 3 times for it to stick, and then return to it every week or so. This session, it pairs perfectly with the deep repetition sessions that can be found on spokenbyelswyth.com. Be sure to sign up for my mailing list while there to take full advantage of any freebies and other offers going out.